Good morning, sports investors. How you doing today? Welcome back to the famed Rothstein Sports Investing Show, where we discuss the fuss about getting to the bag through sports investing and sports wagering. I am your beloved host, famed Rothstein, a.k.a. Michael Snackson, a.k.a. Bay O. Wolf, a.k.a. Malcolm Excellence, a.k.a. Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today is Sunday, November 1st, 2020. It's about 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful, lovely Queen City. Earlier, when I did the podcast, I wasn't in the city. Now I'm in the city, all right, doing the YouTube show. All right, that makes it, 4:30 Pacific Time and about 1:30 a.m. in Hawaii. But regardless of where you're listening and watching from, thank you for listening and watching. And welcome back to the show. Now, before I continue, a couple things. First and foremost, okay, if you feel you have a gambling problem, please do not watch or listen to this program. Please contact your state or your local Gamblers Anonymous Association hotline, and hopefully they can get you the services you feel you need, because on this show, we discuss sports investing through sports wagering, and we don't want to be any triggers to any negative behaviors for you. So please contact your state or your local Gamblers Help Group, and hopefully they can get you on the path of the straight and narrow. Secondly, I need you to hit that like button for me. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the program. Subscribe to the program. The picks are free. I'm not trying to sell you anything. This is entertainment. Go out, have a good time, make a little money. Make a little extra chicken loot. Huh? My mouth's dry. It's not because I'm thirsty. Well, I'm thirsty right now, but not because we're thirsty from the sports investing, because we've been smoking them all weekend. 3-0 Friday, 3-0 yesterday, baby. Huh? Let's recap. Yesterday, we gave you 3. We said BYU. Well, first of all, we had Navy at SMU. We said the game would go over 59. Told you SMU was going to be pissed. SMU was going to be pissed by getting smoked by the Republic of the University of Cincinnati Bearcats at home. They got smoked by them, so they were going to be pissed. The total was 59. SMU put up 51 themselves. And what did I tell you? Navy would score 20 to 27 points themselves. Okay, I was wrong about that. Navy scored 37. Huh? They went well over 59. We probably should have, something told me to put some more bucks on it, or actually tease it up into the 60s so we can make a few more bucks. Nah. We don't need to do that. That old theory about, oh, you're hot, you got to go. No. Use caution, money management, all right, as well. And we said BYU, they would cover either 28.5 or 30.5. The line I had was 28.5 at minus 132. The original line before kickoff was 30.5 at minus 110. Either way, BYU covered. Okay? BYU covered. They won by 31. Told you BYU was going to beat that ass. BYU's good. BYU is good. It's not your father's BYU. This is more, your father's BYU, 84 Steve Young era BYU. They are damn good. Jim McMahon. Huh? And then we said boxing that Gervonta Davis would win by either a knockout, technical knockout, or a disqualification over Leo Santa Cruz. Toward the end of the 6th round, Gervonta Davis hit him with a life-changing uppercut right on the chin, had him out cold. Hey, told you he was going to end it inside of 6 or 7. Probably should get a little more props for that, but we didn't publish that as an official pick. All right? But yeah, so that's 6-0 the last 2 days. All you young ladies out there, those old men been coming at you a little crazier. That's my fault. I've been helping them get that chicken loot up. I apologize, all right? But listen, I got 3 for you today, all NFL, all right? Let's start off the 1 o'clock hour. We've got the Los Angeles Rams coming cross country to take on the Miami Dolphins, all right? I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I think I'm playing myself on this game. I think I'm playing myself. Why? Because we're going to take the Rams on the money line. I think the Rams are favored by 3, 4 points, 3.5, somewhere around there. And I just want to be safe because they are coming across country, changing time zones. So I just want to be safe, take them on the money line. It's minus 186. I think, really, in actuality, I think the Rams are going to smoke them by at least 10. And we could take the normal spread. But, like I said, I only give you the investments that I make. So I'm making it on the money line. Minus 182. If you want to take it on the regular spread, that's on you. But the official show pick is the money line at minus 182. Because I just don't think Tua's going to be safe. This is his first start. He's a rookie. And he's going against probably the wrong defense. Because the Rams got heat on every level of their defense. You know they got Aaron Donald. Hell, he might win MVP the way he's going off on these sacks as an interior defensive lineman. Him on the deep. They got Quinn at linebacker. No, he's for the Bears now. I forget the linebacker name, but they've also got Jalen Ramsey in the secondary. They've got heat on every level. That's going to be tough for a quarterback to deal with. And Tua, I'm not saying he's soft. I like Tua. He's from Bama. I love Bama. I want to see Bama win the title. Just for sports investing, they're not good for me because I don't like their spreads. I don't like taking teams normally in the 30s in conference. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of an insult. If I'm on the other team, no, you ain't winning by 30. You might win by 28, but you ain't winning by 30. Those players, they're aware of lines too, all right? But Tua, when he gets hit, he's like a different kind of cat. And, Donald's going to get a piece of him. They're going to get to him. Tua's just a different cat. He's adjusted his equipment all the time. I'm not saying he's soft. Hits just affect him differently than most quarterbacks, all right? Especially him being a stud. So we're going to take Los Angeles on the money line. All right, game 2. You've got the Steelers at the Ravens. Now, I know we say we don't dwell on wins, we don't dwell on losses. We keep going. But I tell you, listen, man, about 2 or 3 years ago, the Steelers were playing at New Orleans. I'm looking at this game. The total was 54. And the Steelers were a 5.5-point dog. I'm like, no, man, the Steelers always show up. They're not going to beat, nobody's going to beat the Steelers by a touchdown. Not while they're good. And I think the Steelers ended up losing by 3. I was going to take the Steelers, plus whatever. And the over, and it went well over it. I still kick myself because that was a day I had some extra, I had some chicken that day. You know what I mean? And I just didn't put it on the game. I just didn't put enough on it, where I should have won more. But, and that's still kicking my ass because, if you'd seen the knot I had in my pocket, you'd be pissed too. But again, we don't dwell on wins, we don't dwell on losses. I'm just remembering that day. That reminds me to use money management. So the Steelers always show up, is what I'm saying. The Steelers always show up. It doesn't matter who they're playing. They show up when they're good. This year it's established they're going to be good this year. This current iteration, though, with Mike Tomlin as the head coach and Big Ben as the quarterback, they always show up. And therefore, Baltimore, they're good. They got the reigning MVP, Lamar Jackson. Baltimore ain't no punk. I mean, I think both the Steelers are undefeated. Baltimore has 1 loss. This is going to be a good one. I want to take the over, but I can't today. Because the over, sorry about that. I can't take the over because the over is going to be in jeopardy because it's supposed to start raining in cats and dogs in Baltimore here in the next hour or two, and it's supposed to rain throughout the whole game. All right? So with an over of, 46 and a half, I teased it up to 49. All right? I teased it up to 49, and I'm taking the under. It's supposed to be a torrential downpour in Baltimore. I'm not out there. I checked on some things, and it doesn't look good for weather. That's gonna, we had that problem Thursday night with the NFL game, didn't we? Once that weather, the game looked like it was going to go well over. Then once that weather came in, it slowed down everything quickly. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. Looks like Baltimore is pretty much getting Charlotte's rain anyway. All right, from the other night. So it looks like that's what's about to happen. It's going to be too much rain for it to go over. So take the under. I teased it up to 49, and I'm taking the under. That's at, where's my ticket at? I think it's right here. Sorry, guys. Yep. That's at minus 157 odds, all right? Yeah, see, like I told you, what I didn't tell you to invest in, I've invested in. I don't have you out here chasing stuff that I wouldn't invest in, all right? And lastly, 4:25 p.m. start. You've got the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. All right? I don't know I don't know what the spread is on the game. Don't particularly care. Going for an over on this one. Why? For some reason, Seattle will show up on primetime football as well, or big games. They always show up too. They score a lot of points in big games. You know, they like to show off Russell Wilson. San Francisco seems to got they swagger back. Jimmy G's playing a lot better. Most starts, he's acquitted himself nicely at running back. And they've got Deebo Samuel back. So I'm expecting a lot of points this game. Great weather in Seattle. 50, mid-50s, something like that. You know, these are grown men in an afternoon football game. They'll be fine. That's not cold at all. So, yeah, I'm liking Seattle and San Francisco to go over. What did I set it at? Because I know I teased it. A 50.5, I bet. Yep. I bet that's what I had. Yep, 50.5. Seattle and San Francisco to go over 50.5 points. The total is 53.5. I bought back 3 points just to be safe. 50.5, that's 51. You mean to tell me you can't see a 27-24 score? I can see 34-31 too, but 27-24, that's safe. Like I said, we've had 2 great days. No need to force the issue. As my homie just said, we was talking about something about he and I going up back to the book this morning. You know, he was like, nah, I'm good. Don't need to force the issue. I feel that, all right? So let's recap, all right? 1 o'clock, Los Angeles Rams at Miami Dolphins. We're going to take Los Angeles on the money line, minus 186. If you want to take the normal spread, go ahead. I think that's going to happen. I just want to be safe. No need to force the issue, right? Second game, Pittsburgh at Baltimore. A monsoon's supposed to happen. So we're going to tease it up a little, but it's supposed to be raining all morning. We're going to tease it up a little bit to 49 and take the under. All right? 49.5 to take the under. And then 4:25 Eastern, San Francisco, Seattle, we're taking that game to go over 50.5 points. The original total is 53.5. We bought 3 points, and we're going to take the over of 50.5 points. And while I'm at it, let me shout out my homie from Twitter. When I first got on Twitter back in 2013-14, this is one of the first cats I got cool with, was talking to regularly. We talking about hip-hop, things like that. My man, LT Legend, his Twitter handle is at capital L, capital T, _ legend, common spelling, Legend. He does run a podcast too, or used to. It's more of a spiritual podcast, not my total game, but I support him. You know what I'm saying? I go ahead and watched it. I want to send a shout out to him because he showed us some love, on Twitter yesterday. Said he tailed us on the Navy game. I appreciate that. See, like they say, like that meme said, your biggest supporters are people you've never met. I've never met this brother. He live out in New Jersey. It's been a while since I've been up on the East Coast. But when I go back up there to the tri-state, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, New York City, when I go back up there, I'm gonna definitely look him up and tell him I'm in the area. Come have a steak with me, something. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, they say, your biggest supporters are your people you've never met. Your biggest detractors are people you know. Like I said, it might be true. At least in this case it is. Like I said, I don't know the brother. I appreciate the support. One of the homies on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, my Twitter is at Biggie Rothstein, at BIGGIEROTHSTEIN. Okay. My Instagram is at fame_Rothstein, FAME_ROTHSTEIN. And my email address is famerothstein, all one word, FAMEROTHSTEIN @yahoo.com. All right. And don't forget, like and subscribe to this show. All right. So that's all I got for today, folks. I know I'm running a little long, kind of rambled there, digressing a little bit, but that's what I do. I'm not charging for picks, or anything like that. Just come kick it with me for about 15, 20 minutes every Saturday and Sunday. And I'll be back Wednesday. I don't think that my pop culture rant on Wednesday will do anything about the election. It might. I don't know. We'll talk. But I got a couple Heisman futures for you. All right. That I want you to check out on Wednesday on here. And the podcast that you can find on Anchor, Spotify, Stitcher, Overcast, a bunch of different podcast places, about 10 different places. Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show runs Thursday through Monday, okay? Instagram, gave you the Instagram address. You can find me on there on Saturday and Sunday. And then this Saturday and Sunday on YouTube, as well as Wednesdays. All right? So that's all I got, folks. We'll be back next on Wednesday to chop up stuff from early in the week. And everybody be safe, be courteous to each other. And we'll be back to talk about it tomorrow. But until then, peace.